Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today, we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face Trending List, published on October 21st, 2025, about 2 days ago. The standout is a simple adaptive clipping method that stabilizes off-policy reinforcement learning for large language models, with the 32 BAPO model scoring 87.1 on AIME 2024 and 80.0 on AIME 2025, even beating O3 Mini and Gemini 2.5 flash thinking. The paper is titled BAPO, Stabilizing Off-Policy Reinforcement Learning for LLMs via Balanced Policy Optimization with Adaptive Clipping, and the implications for model training are quite significant. In short, it diagnoses imbalance and an Entropy-Clip Rule that crush exploration, then adaptively rebalances token updates to preserve entropy, delivering fast, stable, data-efficient learning across replay and partial rollout, with the 7B model reaching 70.8 and 62.5 and surpassing Skywork OR17B. Also, the authors shared a GitHub repo. You'll find an open-source BAPO implementation built on the Veril framework, installable via requirements files, with a runnable training script in recipe/BAPO, and configurable hyperparameters in a YAML config. The repo includes example commands, figures, the paper, and CUDA-friendly setup for single-node training. Alright, Figure 1 shows that adaptive clipping delivers clear gains because the bars rise consistently across both model sizes. The left panel reports the 7B model reaching 70.8 on AIME 2024, surpassing strong open baselines. It also shows the 7B score at 62.5 on AIME 2025, which indicates robust off-policy training. The right panel marks the 32B peak at 87.1, and it further records 80.0 on AIME 2025. So Figure 2 shows that using stale data destabilizes off-policy training. Staleness means the rollouts come from an older policy, which makes the learning signals drift. Training reward collapses while entropy, the spread of the model's output probabilities, steadily shrinks, so exploration dries up. Clip fraction and gradient norm spike, indicating aggressive clipping, and exploding updates that together foreshadow crashes in optimization. Well, Figure 3 contrasts what fixed clipping does versus the adaptive approach, and the message is that adaptive clipping keeps the distribution smooth, so entropy stays healthy. The left panel shows GRPO with symmetric bounds that reinforce already likely positives and over-penalize unlikely negatives, which sharpens the distribution. The right panel shows BAPO adjusting C low and C high, so overly negative tokens are muted, while previously clipped positive tokens contribute, restoring balance between exploration and exploitation. Alright, Figure 11 shows that adaptive clipping stays strong across stale data, consistently topping both the base and fixed clip settings. Staleness means the training uses rollouts from an older policy, so the feedback can drift. On AIME 2024, and AIME 2025, the striped bars are highest at both staleness 2 and 4, which signals robust learning under replay. The gains are a few points, but they are steady and reliable. So after those stability plots, Table 1 reports head-to-head results across model scales. The 32 BAPO model leads its group with an average around 84, which indicates strong gains because it maintains high scores on both AIME tests. The 7 BAPO model tops its section with an average near 67, surpassing Skywork OR17B. These improvements over supervised fine-tuning and fixed clip GRPO are consistent and robust. Okay, 2 takeaways stand out. Adaptive clipping rebalances positive and negative token updates to preserve entropy, and that fixes the instability that stale off-policy data triggers. The gains on AIME, plus robustness under replay and partial rollout, suggest cheaper, steadier reinforcement learning pipelines with less brittle tuning. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.